Well, Assalamu alaikum all. Eid al-Adha Mubarak to everyone in this club. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to my page where I present my business partners to discuss and highlight about our digital attraction business. First of all, I would like to thank our guest who spared us some of his valuable time and extend my gratefulness to you all, my audiences, my followers, and my friends and family. Without you taking long from you and from our guest would you please introduce us yourself? Who is Amin and what do you do for a living?
Okay, first of all, Assalamu alaikum to everyone from Sydney. My name is Ameen Dole. I'm originally from Sri Lanka. Migrated to Australia 10 years ago with my family, my wife and two kids. So it's been 10 years since we moved. Um, Both myself and my wife are accountants by profession. So even to this point, we are full-time employed in the accounting and finance field. And at the same time, we run the digital business on the side as a side hustle, inshallah. Our plan is to eventually move to the online business full time and retire early from our normal accounting job, inshallah. That's a goal.
Oh, mashallah. That's a good plan.
It is.
Yes, brother. And how did you start this business and what was your motive?
Well, as I mentioned, we are both accountants. We worked in the corporate world, and we are still working in the corporate world. So, if you look at in Australia, the age of retirement is 65. We certainly did not want to continue to work until we were 65. So we wanted to retire early and spend more time with our kids and do things that we love to do. So that means doing a traditional 9 to 5 job is
Yep.
not going to help us retire early, because no matter what you do, it is the fixed salary that
Yep.
you get paid every month. So you get the salary, you spend it, save something, and then you look forward to the next salary, because without the next payroll, you
Yep.
can't run your life, right?
So,
But we thought you can't if you do the job until you're 65, you can't retire early. You can't save much money.
yep.
The best option would be to do something on our own, start something our own business, so that we can basically work towards developing that business within the first 5 years or whatever the number of years we want to, and then eventually move away, retire. So retirement plan, early retirement plan, and also wanting to spend more time with our kids, and making sure they have our attention also,
Yep.
is the main reason why we wanted to basically start this business. That's how we start the business.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best. Likewise, my motive was the same as you said, more or less. As we are growing older and retirement is coming, so that we need to have to be prepared for that kind of time.
Yes.
Jazakallah for sharing this with us. And
Yes.
my next question will be like, I'm having a lot of questions from my followers, my viewers. They say, what do you sell? It's a short question that they said. What do you sell? What would you sell? What do you tell them?
Yeah, I kind of get it. People, when we talk about a business, obviously there's something about selling, right? People
Yeah.
think about selling. Being an accountant, I can hand on heart say I am not a salesperson. I cannot sell anything by nature. That's how most of the accountants are. So obviously, we want to do something that does not involve active selling.
Mhm.
So in this business, although there's products involved, we don't actively sell any products. That's why none of our followers who are following us on Facebook, personal page or business page or any other social media, you will never see us have demonstrating a product, advertising a product, describing a product, giving away a free sample of product.
Yeah.
You don't see that, because we are basically not in the business of selling any product, right? We are in the business of enabling new business owners, helping. I mean, we are tasting the success of our own business.
Yeah.
Through that business, we are helping others
Others.
um, reap the benefit as well.
Yeah.
So it's not only us helping people to become digital entrepreneurs. It's also about us helping them from start to the finish, step by step,
Yeah.
supporting them as mentors as well as coaches, and also the community support. So, short answer to your question: we are not selling products. We are not in the business of selling products, and that's why I like it, because I'm not a salesperson.
Well, yeah, that takes me to the next question. They always also ask, like, why do you always tell us to watch 90 minutes live free webinar? What are you hiding? What is the catch? Why do we have to watch this 90 minutes live free webinar? So
Okay, so 90-minute webinar. I mean, let's talk about the webinars. It's serving different purposes. For me, the webinars broadcasted live twice a week. It is live, right? It is happening on that moment. So there's no gimmicks, no theatrical stuff. There's no nothing running behind. It is as is. It's running. So people can actively join in a given time, and they can watch it, right? They can interact and they can watch the webinar. So it's live. So it's to give assurance to people that it's happening live. And the second one is telling people about the freedom of choice, in the sense,
yeah,
on the internet there are a different number of businesses. There's Amazon, there's eBay, there's any other platforms. There's people are selling lotions and potions and weight loss
yeah,
diets and things like that. What we do in the webinar is present all those different options to people, saying that, okay, this is what's available, and this is what we are offering. This is how we are helping people
yeah,
another different business opportunity. It's not the traditional businesses, it's a totally different business opportunity.
yeah,
And also, that webinar helps people to understand, if they were to do everything on their own,
yep,
how much time and money it will take them to figure out everything and start a business. Over
exactly.
here, what we're offering is a system and processes which already there.
Yeah,
It's tested, it's running, and people are benefiting from the system. So it's a successful system already there. We're just plugging people in and then helping them get on with the business.
yeah,
And also, the webinar explains to people.
yeah,
We give an opportunity to meet our community members, 5 or 6 members.
yeah,
Each week the community members change, the panel change. We
yeah,
bring them. They are joining live from wherever the country they live
yeah,
in, and they share their stories. I mean, when you watch that,
exactly.
sometimes I mean, we can easily connect with these people. I mean, they are just people like just like us.
Yeah,
They are parents, they are migrants, they are, nurses, doctors, or whoever, teachers, firemen. They're just like us, nothing out of the ordinary. So we give an opportunity for people to come and see them as well. So why we do it 90 minutes? We are talking about a business that you can possibly start. So if you want to start a business, it's not a conversation or something that we can explain in
mhm.
5 minutes. If someone says, I can explain a business that works within 5 minutes,
No,
that
that's
person will be lying, right?
yeah,
So we are not doing justification to the business opportunity. The business opportunity is real, it's legitimate,
yep,
it works. We want that time to help people, explain people so that they can understand it better. They can make an informed decision. That's why we kind of invite people to come and watch the webinar. And the good part about the webinar
yeah,
is that it's free to watch. You can just register, submit your name and email ID, and then we will send you the automated link. You can watch the webinar at any given time. You can join live, or
that,
if you're working, or it's in the middle of the night wherever you live, you can watch a recorded version of that. So that's one of the reasons why we rerun it
yeah,
90 minutes, because it's so important to make sure that we provide you all the information
yeah,
that
please.
you can make a decision.
Yeah,
If you were to do it in 5 minutes, we are not justifying the business opportunity you properly. We are just trying to scratch the surface. We don't want to do that. We want to present all the information so that you, our viewers, can make an informed decision.
Okay, if they saw this 90 minutes live free webinar and they are still not getting it, so what's the other option? Is it just watch the 90 minutes webinar and then leave, or what option do we have?
See, what we can do this. I mean, I always say this: we can take people to take. We can take the horse to the water,
Yeah,
but we can't
we cannot straight.
force the horse to drink the water, right?
Right.
So we always leave the decision up to whoever who's attending the webinar.
Yeah,
Once they watch it, they have to make that decision. Say that okay, am I running away from this because I fear failure, or I'm very skeptic about it. I
yeah,
still have a doubt about it. Am I running away because of that, or is my reason smaller than all these fears? If your family and your well-being and your future is much bigger than what you see, then of course you have to conquer your fear.
yeah,
And one thing you can do is that if you're still worried, this may not be an opportunity. Yes, you can move on and look into new opportunities out there. But if you still are interested, there's nothing stopping you from contacting, for example, brother, yourself or myself, and
yeah,
get more information, more clarification. We
yeah.
are more than happy to help people with that clarification, right?
Yeah. What about the further latter that the webinar that the webinar they can watch if they pay 149? Why is this 149 and then they have to move to this one?
Yeah. So 100. So
Assurance.
100.
What kind
Yeah.
of highlight of this business that it gives them?
So 149 is basically a one-time charge, right?
Yeah.
It's just a one-time charge. Why we do that is basically we want to make sure that we bring add people to our private community of business owners, which is currently 91,000. We want to make sure that we are adding real people into that community. We don't want to have all those scammers jumping into our private group, because we are protecting our membership as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we how we do that is by charging 149, so that we can validate that there's a real person involved.
Yeah.
And what does that $149 also do is give people more access to information on what's the business, what's the product involved, what is the commission structures, and how we can help.
Yeah.
Have access to your coach, have access to your mentor,
Yeah.
and also have access to part of the training. So it, and also where you get officially kind of introduced to our global community private group,
Private
where
group.
most of our members share their information. I mean, they share their income statements, they share their success stories, how people have quitting jobs, how they are spending more time with their families, how the business has basically changed their life. So it's a good.
I mean the real people who are benefiting from this business.
Absolutely, and nothing. Once you're added into that group,
Yeah.
there's nothing stopping you from making friends with those people. Probably they are there from your own country, own
Probably.
city, hometown. You can talk to them and say, "Hey, is this real? Is this really working for
Exactly.
you? Will that work for me?" And you can build friendship. So some of the people that, now, for example, brother, we haven't met in real. you
Yeah.
know
For a very
we
long. Yeah, I know.
yeah, we are meeting because you are in my place, I'm in Sydney. We are meeting because of the business. I've met hundreds of people because of this business, and we have made friends for life,
Yeah.
because we are all in one business, and we are helping each other, assisting each other
Yeah.
to prosper in their life. So it's not like I'm running my own race to win, and I want everyone to win. That's how our community is supporting everyone to win together.
Fantastic. A very good answer. And the other thing is like, someone would ask like, what kind of qualifications do I need to join this, or what kind of knowledge do I need to start this business? Is it
Yeah.
like, do I have to have an accounting background, a business background, and what kind of professional? They ask this kind of questions. What would you say to them?
Good questions. I mean, for those who are in our community, they will notice vast majority of our business owners are basically stay-at-home mothers, right?
Yeah.
Those people have never worked in a workplace. because they don't want to go through all those workplace and be in that workplace politics and things like that, commute. They want to stay at home with their kids. And these ladies and gents, they've never done any kind of business in their whole life.
Yeah.
And some people are not even computer savvy, right?
Yeah.
And people come from different backgrounds. What I'm trying to say is that the technology today is so good, it
Yeah.
has made our lives easy. In order to do something, the live session that you and I do,
Yeah.
none of us need to know about computer coding and software configuration and things like that. It's we are just doing it by clicking a button, right?
Yeah.
Because the technology is so good. And um, because we have a dedicated website that shows step-by-step video instruction, anyone who has a basic understanding of how to switch on a computer and operate it and a smartphone
Yeah.
can easily follow the instructions and set up the business. What's good thing about it, they will not struggle all by themselves. They will have the support of a direct mentor and a coach and the community. So in short, there is no special qualification required. This is not rocket science.
Exactly.
Everyone, anyone who's willing to spend some time to learn something new, if you're coachable,
Yeah.
can easily do that. There's no big science involved in this business.
Exactly. When I joined, I was a bit skeptical. Like I'm not like a person of trading or who make
Mm.
trading and meet people to sell and buy. And when I joined, I was kind of a bit skeptical. But when I found the training, it taught me like from zero.
Yeah, and it is video instructions, right? You can
Exactly, exactly.
basically follow step by
As
step.
long as
Yes.
you have an understanding of the language, and the training is like just watch and click and play.
Yep,
That's
absolutely.
fantastic. That's the best of it. Well, in our world, in this online business uncertainty, what kind of assurances would you give them for those who are skeptical to join this kind of business? Because a lot of people who come from different experiences. Like I always tell my story.
Mm.
I started kind of online world market kind of style of market, and then I was like a bit taken, some of my money. And I started also, there was another kind like a pyramid scheme where you can get very fast money as long as you're getting some other people. So there are a lot of skeptical, a lot of uncertainty in this online business. So what would you say to this kind of people?
Well, you're right because there's lots of good businesses on the online world, and
Yeah,
at the same time there's a lot of scams as well, right? That's why it's important that you make a connection with the people who are involved in the
yeah,
business, and then talk to them and get to know them. For example, if you look at your business and my business, both of us are running our businesses using our own name. We don't
yeah,
have a corporate name. We are not hiding behind. Our personal page is there, our business page is there, our family is
exactly.
involved, and we are coming live. That means we are backing our business 100% under our name. So that's basically one assurance that we can give people, right?
Yeah,
And in the online world, there are certain businesses that you can get rich quickly if you are really lucky, right? So that's like instant gratification, right? And vast majority of the businesses, you need time to set it up, build it,
yeah,
develop it, and then start seeing the benefits of that. You just can't, it cannot be, it is not something like a small shop or whatever you erect,
no,
you pop up in a weekend market. It's not there. You have to take care of your business and build it for the long time. If someone's telling you,
yeah,
I can make you so successful in 6 months, you will buy your own jet and you can buy your own yacht and things like that, you just have to run away from them. There isn't no business
no,
that you can
yeah,
make that rich, right? So we are in our business, we are not promising anyone saying that, hey, within 3 months or 5 months or 6 months, you can buy everything, all the properties and jets and
no.
yachts. No, it is
It's
not
your
something.
it's your effort there.
Yeah, and it needs effort
Yeah.
to develop and look after your business. It is not like you set up something and you sleep and automatically your bank account gets money. It is not something like that. We don't promise that, right?
Yeah.
So this is a real business. When you own a business, there is risks and there's rewards.
Yep.
And the thing is, being a business person running your own business, when there's a little bit of risk, you also feel the risk, but then there's rewards. You're taking hold the rewards. You're not, it's not a workplace where you share your salaries and the profit to everyone. If
Yeah.
there's good rewards, you keep your good rewards for yourself as well. I mean, if there's a risk of,
Well,
business.
yeah, as you said, the risk in this business is we are not doing anything. That's the
Yeah,
only. If you are not
yeah,
doing anything, you are not following the instructions. You are not following
yeah,
the tutorials, and you are not following, up with your business. That's the only risk. There is no risk here.
yeah,
Likewise,
absolutely.
as I mentioned it before, on my business, uh, I didn't have my own website. I
Mm,
go to their website and I
mm,
work on their website. Do you understand?
absolutely, yes.
So
Yeah.
this is like a risk. This is total risk, and you put your money on their website.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
And
Yeah,
then in this business, you don't have to buy stocks, keep it in a warehouse and
yeah,
transport it, and ship it and do the logistic part. There's nothing as such involved. I mean, that's why this is so amazing. The risk is us not doing anything and just
exactly.
hoping something will happen automatically. No, it is not a business that you click and sleep and something will happen automatically. You have to spend your time developing the business.
Yeah. Well, very well explained. And now I just want to talk about this your journey on this business, reaching
Mm.
a coach level.
Yeah.
We always say you will have a mentor and a coach in this business. And how is it like to achieve the level you are now? And what was your journey?
It for me, it was personally a very rewarding journey. A coach means someone who can not only help their team, who can help others in the community as well.
Yes.
Within our community, becoming a coach means you are also taking a leadership role in your community. That also gives a lot of responsibility to make sure that our community is safeguarded. We take care of the community members, and we support each other. And then it also helps me personally to learn a lot of stuff so that I can help others,
Yeah.
and it helps me develop myself as well. And the third reason is being a coach is also it opens up another stream of income. When you
Wow.
become a coach, when you have to put some time, spend your own time into certain activities,
Yeah.
there is a reward. For a coach, there is a reward for their activity as well, the time
Exactly.
that they spend. So it's an additional stream of income. One thing is that you are in a leadership role in the community. The other one is the personal development that you gain because you are exposed to a lot of information when you become a coach.
Yeah.
All the coaches also attend a different mastermind session for the coaches only. So there's a lot of things, business related things that we discuss.
Yeah.
It helps us help our mentees and all the other team members. So it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Anyone can get to that stage. You just have to be plugged in and be engaged in the business and get to that level. It is not a 100 meters race. You
Yeah.
can get there slowly and you can get there fast as well.
Fantastic. Very great. Very happy for you. Wish you
Thank
all
you.
success. You've been very, very motivational and inspiration person in this business. We are very lucky to have you. At the end, are there anything that you would like to add and to say to our audiences?
Yeah, quick one. I always say that if you want a change in your life, you have to do something different. You can't be doing the same thing and expect a change.
Yeah.
Doing something different means coming out of your comfort zone and taking up a new challenge, and coming out of your fear of failure. If you think, hey, I'm not gonna succeed in this business, that means you are giving way to fear of failure. uh, just think of what's your reason why you want a better life, why you want your income, the additional income. If it is basically to uplift your personal life, your family life, give a better future for your kids, then that means your your why is deep, should be bigger than your fear of failure. So the only way to come out of that fear of failure is basically taking that basic action. What's that action is for you, everyone. If you had not watched the webinar yet, register yourself and watch that. It's free for anyone to register and watch. If you're someone who's already watched the webinar, if you still have doubts, reach out to us. We will be happy to clarify. And if you're someone who's already watched the webinar and got the clarifications,
Yeah.
I don't know, what are you waiting for? I mean, are you waiting for another pandemic to hit? No. I mean, internet is the only place that was not closed. I mean, right now in
You're
Sydney,
right.
we are lockdown,
You're right.
right?
Yeah.
We are in a lockdown. I'm still running my business during the lockdown. So the internet is the only place that has not been locked down or seen any restrictions. That's the best place to do any kind of business in the modern days. So um, if you're still waiting for the right opportunity, yesterday was the right opportunity. The best next opportunity is today.
Today.
Take that action and jump in. We'll be happy to help you.
Fantastic. Very great. Very good. Jazakallah khair. Very, very
Jazakallah.
kind of you. Barakallah fik. And I would like to thank you on behalf of my audience and my followers. It has been a very, very valuable, and this is a treasure for me and for my audience. We hope we learn from this and go forward. As I say, today is the best day to start a new change in our life. So let's go and do it. And all my audiences and followers there, thank you very much indeed for following us. And here we are now. We're giving you this kind of information, and it's up to you now to go forward and join us and benefit from the bounties that Allah gave us this kind of business. Jazakallah khair, and Eid Mubarak to you and to everyone who is watching us, and happy holidays to come.
Yeah. Jazakallah, brother. Thanks. And Eid Mubarak to everyone too. See you later.
See you. Salam alaikum.
Okay. Wa alaikum salam.